excited to be here. Certainly love all of the red, white, and blue that we see in front of us. And one of the things I did want to talk about right before we get into a couple other things, one of the things we asked all of our students to do, we asked them to submit any name of a family member who had served or is currently serving across this country. So before we go any further, let's see our hands up in the air. Has someone in their family who currently is serving or has already served in our armed forces? Let's see those hands up, and as you keep those hands up high, take a look around the room. Unbelievable. We had no idea how many of us were touched by having active family members serving in our military. Unbelievable. So it certainly opened my eyes. We do have, however, one student in our building. I had a chance to talk with her today at lunch. We do have one student in the building whose dad is actually currently serving in the Air Force in Bagram, Afghanistan. And that student, who we're going to call up here in just a couple of minutes, because I asked her, we talked about this at lunch, so she knows this is happening, is Sean Schaefer. She's a second grade student. She's in Mississippi House's class. So Sean, if you can come on up to the stage, you can walk up the steps and then come all the way across to me. So Sean was very excited when we talked at lunch. Very excited. She's very, very proud of her dad serving in the Air Force. So Shauna, I just have a couple quick questions for you. First, tell us a little bit about what your dad does in the Air Force. You know, the one thing we were talking about was, I think you're thinking, when is he coming? When's the last time you saw Dad?
Well, the last time that I saw my dad is like, I think like,
I think it was April, wasn't it? Didn't you say, I think you told me today it was around your birthday?
Yeah.
In April. So when is Dad coming home?
Next Friday.
Next Friday, so you're really excited, right? Super excited. So what's the one thing that you're hoping to do? What's the one thing you're looking forward to the most about Dad? What's the one thing you want to do when he gets home with him more than anything else?
Is to spend time with him a lot when he gets home, because I haven't seen him for a long time.
Well, you know what? There's this idea. I think you might be able to do that a little bit sooner than you think. Why don't you turn around? Welcome home, Special Agent Schaefer. We're certainly honored to have you here this afternoon, and most importantly, that you have the opportunity to be here with your daughter. If everyone would rise and give a round of applause.
I wasn't expecting any of this. I'm usually a pretty low-key guy. I don't expect too much, but thank you very much. The essays, the poems were great, all the kids. Thanks for everything. I did have something for Mr. Becker here, or for the school. While I was gone, Shauna was in first grade when I left, and last year we got letters from the entire first grade class. So we were already getting supported by Manor, and I knew how much everybody was doing for my family back here, because to leave for 6 months, I always say they have a harder job than I have, because it's just hard. It's tough. People aren't used to it. But when I was in Afghanistan, with the job I did, we spent a lot of time outside the wire doing surveillance, reconnaissance, humanitarian missions. So me and my team, we hand-carried flags. This is one we hand-carried outside the wire for Manor Elementary, and I just want to give that to Mr. Becker.
Do you like to golf, or does Daddy like to golf?
Do you guys do anything special for Thanksgiving?
How did it feel to get the big hug? How much did you miss your dad?
So what do you want to do now that you're home?
Relax. Take some time off and just basically do whatever the family wants to do.
Now, are you home for good? Because I know the troops are pulling out of there.
I'm home for now, yeah.
What is the first order of business when you guys leave here?
It's up to Shauna, probably. She makes the decision.
She's the queen of the house.
Yeah.
Shauna, any ideas? What are you guys going to do later?
I think we're just going to go spend time together. It's been a long time.
Probably go out to eat, right? That's what we like to do.